out here at Advance. Gonna give this a try. Memorial Day. I have no clue what I'm doing or where I'm going. Just getting off. I'm really not liking that bumper. Buddy got a new capper.
Good rocks, huh?
I don't know. I don't like my bumper. It hangs up on everything.
You don't need those fenders.
Think about cutting them off. I'm not doing comp. I'm not interested in doing comps as much anymore.
Yeah. That'd look good without them fenders, huh?
Maybe see about passing these high racks on to someone else and getting some bigger ones.
Okay.
Well, that'd be an idea. Cut the fenders off, and you got 2 2s on that. See if those things, how those would mount up on this.
Yeah.
I'd ask to mount yours on this first before I went out and bought some though.
Ah, yeah.
Huh?
Definitely some axle breakers.
You think so? You gotten stuck with them?
Well, in between these tracks.
Oh, gotcha. I like the way the 24s get stuck in stuff. I may have to take the tiny tires off the Jeep and put the real ones back on it to come out here on this stuff. I know other people are like, oh yeah, class 1 can handle this just fine. It's like, yeah, that's because you got a $1,000 class 1 rig. This one right here with my skills, not as good. That's just cool. It's like a spider crawling over the stuff. Huh?
I think Jason left one of his. No, there was one gate was here. Oh, it was? Okay. That was lead. Okay.
I'm gonna have to see where I can find some of those.
Main, Horizon.
I said I didn't see any at Horizon, but then again, my ability to search for stuff is very low. But you said A-Main, you don't normally carry them too?
Yeah. Main place carries axial stuff. There's axial big.
I've got 2. They came with the 10-2 kit.
Yeah. I don't have any idea how many I have.
I'm sure there was about 3 of mine that got left out here at some point because they fell in these rocks.
Oh, that's probably one of them.
Over here around you guys.
Oh yeah, it was.
They drove it out here. I think that's it.
Sold it to Lee. After he's like, yeah, so yeah, I'm like, you have to tell me the price before I can say yeah, I'll buy it. And then he sold it to Lee, and I'm like, he's like, oh, I'll keep it first.
Except for I got some axle shaft. He's like, oh, I got some Vanquish Air 44 or whatever. Axle shaft. You want them? I can always use an extra set. That was like months. He was like, oh, here's his axle shaft. I was like, what do you want for it? I don't know. What do you get for it? Here's $20. $20? I'm like, no, you didn't give me a price.
Yeah.
Here's $20.
You didn't like that, huh?
I don't care. I got
Half
the,
price of new.
I got the axle shaft. Yeah, I mean they're only $40 new.
You're telling that.
And I didn't need them. That's what I told them. Like, I don't really need them, so I'll keep them.
He's very excited.
It is a fun ride. Well, that's still technically fun, too. Yes?
I don't know. Do the tires beat the limits on the body? Yeah, sure.
I mean, it's close.
I think I can actually.
That long. No, it's not. It's a rig. Right. Class 2 has that frame rate.
You can add frame rails to it. Good thing.
Right, but I'm saying it doesn't
Tape
because
to the top of it.
because Class 2 has to have frame rate. Now, if it's a stock race 1.9 and somebody wants to run
I
it
was
Class
gonna run
2,
a class 3 no matter what.
I'm just saying if it's a stock 1.9 race, I'll like you know.
When you're talking about frame rails, are you just talking about the regular C-channel frame that runs the length of the truck?
Mm-hmm.
And the race doesn't have that?
No, it's a buggy. You need a battery? That LiPo bag. There should be a 2000 in there. Yeah, the 1.9 rig is a plastic tube chassis. Or plastic. Yeah, tube chassis.
Lee said he didn't like the riprap one.
So I'm already getting ideas. I'm wanting to get into brazing, so I'm thinking about chopping the fenders off, brazing a cage for the back of it and taking the bed off of it,
Yeah, that'd be good.
putting different shocks on it for longer suspension travel, try to free it up. Maybe these are 90 mil, so maybe 100, 110 mil.
I think I got some 110s.
And then pull that front bumper off, put a different front bumper on it because that thing hangs up on everything.
Hey, if
Just
anyone's
something to
looking for
protect the
110
frame.
mil King
Uh-huh.
copies, I got a set, bro.
Okay.
It's fucking fairly cheap. It's what came on that thing, but they're cheap.
Oh, really?
Made that thing sit up. Could not imagine how top heavy that thing was. And he pulled all the top springs out of it and
Did he?
put it in there.
Yeah.
So it sat real low, and then they would just like flex and then unload.
Yeah, yeah.
And what kind of shocks are they?
They're RC 4-wheel drive King coilovers. They're the copies, but they're 110 mil.
What would you use these things for?
I mean, people run them on stuff all the time. I just don't like running that one.
Okay.
Let's see, my thing is like right here. I want to get the kind of flex where that back wheel is about touching.
Oh, well, that's
Like my 24 scale.
Yeah.
Do you know much about those?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, the Connect double barrels they've got. I love the amount of flex I can get out of them, and I put the stock springs on them so they get a low ride height.
I just didn't like on mine when I had it. I didn't like how they those barrels would unload real hard. But there's tricks to it. I sold it before I even drove it. Like, I drove around my little course. And we were around with a swap meet. So my buddy drove it. Like, I gotta have this thing. So I sold it to him. A lot of money for it. That's my first one.
Got to tell you, I got a new Jeep body for the 24.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I picked up another one.
Oh, that's cool, man.
I bet he's in the truck. You know, look at it. I bet he's in the truck. Here, take the kid. Let me get that.
That's better than the other terms I've heard people use for children.
I better pay him for this thing
Before you forget. What do you give him for that? $5?
$5.50.
Pretty good. Depending on the electronics and stuff you get and stuff with
I
it.
mean, it's got the thing.
So basically, he's pulling his radio out.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool. Nope. Everything but a radio.
I'm pretty happy with it.
If I had it, I'd be competing with you for it if you didn't grab it.
Like I said, I'm pretty stoked, man. Yes, you.
Dude, check that out.
Oh, heck yeah, man.
Can I get how do I do pictures with these? Oh, here's one. While running.
I'm not a very good picture taker. How
Just do some.
tough these things are.
Honestly, I don't know.
I said, this is the first time I actually drove one. How old is she? How old is she? 7 months.
Honestly, the capper's probably gonna lose out yet again. As far as another rig goes.
Yeah.
TRX4 Sports where I'm leaning, but I'm looking at doing a kit.
Okay. Yeah, you'll be happy.
I drove my girlfriend's. I was thinking my girlfriend's isn't 100% stock. It's got like 2 ounces of weight just behind the front wheels. You know those stick-on wheel weights I gave you some of. Got about 2 ounces of that just on the just behind the wheels on the fenders. So I got them stacked up. I see this. I know a lot of people are really into the comps and stuff. This is what I like. Just a nice, casual, slow crawl. I'm all for helping people out with the comps, helping them run them and stuff. I'm cool with that. But competing in them,
Fun runs, maybe?
fun runs,
Fun runs are nice.
people who want to put the gates up and kind of play follow lead or whatever for that, I'm all for that. That's fun stuff for me. But the comp, I didn't get into it too much.
Oh, yeah, that's not for everybody, you know what I mean?
Now you put me on give me a slash and go racing, or looking at that drag race, the no prep drag racing.
Yeah.
That stuff to me it's meant to be high competitive, high stress stuff. Where this is supposed to be like a low competitive or a low stress competition. But it's just, for me, the competition side of it takes the fun out of it.
Yeah.
Where the others, they're meant to have the competition side.
Yeah.
Like if I were to set up a no prep strip on my own, the slash has got a thing where it'll tell you this is what your speeds were from point A to point B and all that. And then I'd be able to race myself in the parking lot somewhere.
Do they actually have that? I thought it was an add-on thing.
It's built into the ESC. My understanding is it's built into the ESC and it's an app you download to your phone.
Same size.
Yeah, like I said, all it is. Okay.
Yeah, just for you.
Oh, thanks. Where'd you find that at?
Man, it was at Big Creek. They were giving away stickers, and I seen that, and I was like, ooh, that was Big Creek. Dude, amazing. My son said it
Guy just gave me a sticker.
was the best weekend he's ever had. Yeah, ever.
That'd probably go in
He
my
was treating his
toolbox somewhere.
for like a boat, man.
I'm not the least bit surprised he would do that.
Loving that water. No, it was really nice and calm, you know. Where there's no stress.
All right, now there's some decent articulation out of it.
You know, I could have done it. He's got a really hard time with taking it easy on his truck, you know. I'm always.
That's kind of articulation I'm talking about.
Yeah, it looks good, man.
Half-inch off.
I like that.
Yeah, I would probably trim some of them fenders off a little bit.
See, if I was leaving
I've
it,
seen one of those bodies with the fender.
With the fenders on. Yeah,
Well,
I've never seen them
I
like
was
that. Yeah.
originally going to use it for
Just like what you just did.
class 1. And at that point, you kind of need the fenders to cover the tires.
Well, yep, I don't think you need.
You don't need as much as I've got,
Rails, I don't think you need those, do you?
huh?
Class 2?
Yeah,
You just
Cla-
have to trim
class 1.
Class 1? Oh, yeah.
Class 1's got to cover a certain percentage.
Half of the tire.
right?
Yeah. So, I mean, I could trim it back some, but not a whole lot. And the bumper has to be at least as wide as the front windshield, so that bumper would count, but it just sticks out too far. Hangs up on everything. getting ready to take off already?
I got you, man.
That's right. You just tell her, yeah, come on out there. Some of the guys who have their girls out there, come on out with us.
Man, you know, she likes to read. And
She likes what?
she likes to read. And
Come out, get some sun, read.
well, she doesn't need any more sun, that's for sure.
Bake, bit burnt.
Those are a little darker than some, I think.
Oh, is she a redhead?
No, she's not, but she's pretty clear skin. She could be, yeah.
Hey, it's a fair question.
And when she was a little baby, man, her babysitter left her out in the sun, and she got burnt so bad that her skin was nothing but one big bubble, you know what I mean? And she already had, you know, like cancer and stuff on the back. You know, she's got to be really careful. I mean, granted, that doesn't stop her. She, you know, she looks at
My dad was like that in some ways. There you go. I got some bungee cord, I think, if you want.
Man, I think I'll be okay.
Well, did you ride the bike out?
2, 3, and I have little vent holes in the line.
Yeah,
Stayed 8 hours. We transformed this thing.
Yeah.
Had just about the entire center of it gutted and rebuilt, didn't it? Like all this white rock
This part that was redone?
Yeah.
from about here to the large boulders on the other end.
We need the bridge back.
Very, very good.
Go out the bull ring if you want to go off the bridges. That was the problem with running indoor bull ring. It was all wood bridges.
Well, you know, if we do that stuff up for the back to the 50s, we could probably incorporate a couple smaller bridges.
Yeah,
And then
I
be able to
just
use them.
got that- I got that 50-foot bridge just sitting there. It's just a pain in the ass to bring it, to and from the.
Well, that's what I was saying. We can use this stuff out at back to the 50s and then for bigger events,
Yeah.
like comps or whatever, or if we have bigger scheduled fun runs.
Yeah, I think it'd be pretty good in front of them. Just got to figure out a place to
Store it.
put the hooks and leave the hooks, so that way you just
Gotcha.
unhook it and take it with us.
50 foot might be a little.
Dude, it's heavy, man. It's heavy.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah. No, I'm probably gonna cut them in half or something. Like even more than that.
Oh, I found my Slash remote. Had batteries in it from 2017, starting to corrode. Still had power to them. I flipped it on, it's kicked on, so I pulled them out, took a wire brush to it, and cleaned it up. Threw some new batteries in it. I'm not sure if that connector is going to work, so I may have to
Oh, okay.
cut the